Hello, it is your Astro Coach Sarah here for Wellness Astrology, this time for the moon in Cancer, the ultimate nurturing moon position. But this might actually feel like a first quarter square moon, but it's not. But the moon's gonna square Venus, then Neptune, and eventually Chiron and Mercury, or Mercury and Chiron, I guess, in order as it's moving through here. And then it'll also trine the North Node and Saturn as it continues to move through Cancer. So this could feel like a first quarter square moon, but it's not. The first quarter square moon will be in Leo. But I feel like this is because now we're gonna have Venus conjunct Neptune in Aries. Um, and then the moon's gonna square it. There's gonna be like this tension of of us doing what we said we were gonna do. Um, and nurturing. I feel like this goes back to something I may have said in the Sun and Rising Signs video. So if you haven't caught that video, go check that video out. I'll try to make sure I remember to copy the link into the description box. I know I'm really bad at that, but I do film Sun and Rising Signs for every zodiac season. So it is over there on my YouTube channel. But I feel like this is something I might have said in that video. If not, I know I've said it throughout this year. What are you really nurturing? Like, this is basic law of attraction. If you're nurturing, and by nurturing, I mean giving time, energy, and space to the judgment, the criticism, the people trying to knock you down, the people that are not encouraging, da 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 da. If you're nurturing that, in other words, giving that time, space to exist, then that's less time that you are not nurturing what you really want to be creating, whether that is a creative project, your life experience, relationship experience, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like this moon squaring Venus and Neptune is almost like a reminder, or it very well could be a shock to the system too, of like nurture the right or nurture the aligned, that's a better word, nurture the aligned places, nurture the aligned feelings, right? Give your time, your space, and your energy to the actual projects, the actual relationships that are helping you. I once read something, and I don't remember how it was worded, but it was something to the effect of like the best relationships are the ones that confront you to help you grow. Gosh, that's not how it was worded. But like those are the ones that like remind you when you're stuck in your victimhood, hey, get your shit together. Um, those kinds of friendships. And I gotta agree. I appreciate the friends who remind me of the things I need to be doing, right? Whether it's like nurturing my back so it can heal, or nurturing my projects, those that are reminding me to not worry about the people who don't support me. And I think there's something to be said for that. Like we want to be, there's a trauma bond that happens when you're in relationships with people that remind you that it's okay to be a victim. That's called a trauma bond. That's the people who like you're only friends with because you agree to keep rehashing the same shit. Oh, so and so did that to me 25 years ago or 20 years ago, or that happened to me when I was a teenager, and you're rehashing it every single time you and that person have a conversation. And I feel like with this now Aries energy of Venus and Neptune in Aries and Mercury and Chiron, and now you've got this Cancer moon coming in to square all of that. It's almost like, where are you really putting your efforts? Are you putting your energy towards, the people who keep you in that space, or are you putting your energy towards the people who are trying, who want to see you succeed, who want to see you thrive, right? Even though those who want you to succeed and want to see you thrive are the hardest people to get along with because they constantly have to remind you of the shithole you're in. You know what I mean? There was another thing I heard recently that someone who is rock solid in their victimhood is going to make the best hero into a villain. And I 100% believe that, right? I used to work out at a dojo. I used to practice judo. And at one point the sensei confronted me and kind of told me that I was being disrespectful. And mind you, I'm a 30 something, yellow belt on the mat thinking I'm an adult and all of these things. The problem is I was a yellow belt. And if you know anything about martial arts ranking, yellow belt is like lowest beyond lowest just above a white belt. Um, and so yellow belt is basically the first rank, right? Lowest rank. And so as a yellow belt, your expectations are different than, say, a green, brown, or black belt, depending on what you're studying. Could be a blue belt. But and I was pissed. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, this guy's such a jackass. And one of my friends was just like, or he actually cares and wants you to succeed, therefore clean up your behavior, and he actually cares about you succeeding. So he's calling you out instead of shoving it under the rug. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a good point. So I learned a lot more off the mat at that dojo than I probably did on the mat. But anyway, so feel into this for yourself this week as we are connecting with the earth and you're connecting with other people and you're, disconnecting from, digital stuff, the digital world. Feel into what are you actually nurturing? And, maybe you're a keyboard warrior and it's time to stop being a keyboard warrior and start feeling into your own projects, ambitions, ideas, etc. I think I said it something to the effect of rallies and people being restless and all of that. And I feel like that's coming, if not this weekend, certainly by that Scorpio full moon on the 12th. I definitely think we could see some protests and things like that. I don't think that's unrealistic to think about at this point. But I also think too, even with the rallies and protests, not that people don't have the right to do that, but are you really, really fully in to what you're out there, protesting about? And does it really matter in your day-to-day life? Like you can put all your energy towards a protest or a rally, but like, are you gonna, is that gonna get you where you want to get? Um, and I'm not right or wronging it, right? Everyone's meant to be on their own journey, and there are some people who are meant to be here to protest and to rally and all of those things. And so, but what I'm suggesting is that if you're not 1000% on board with whatever the cause is, do you really need to be there? Or could you be investing your time and your energy into the things that you actually care about, whether that's your family, your children, your pets, your writing, your painting, your, meeting new friends at a local coffee shop or, whatever it is. So really it's an opportunity to feel into what you really should be nourished, or what not should's not a good word, really what you align with nourishing and nourish what is in alignment for you to, be getting after. Um, we all kind of jump on board with causes sometimes, and that's why I won't wrong it because I know I've been there too. But, now I kind of take a back seat because some of it's like, well, I don't want to get in too deep because when you get in too deep, you end up going radical extremist and then you're no fun to be around. I've been there before. I was a vegan and I was a radical extreme vegan and my friends didn't like me. And so I stayed vegan for a little bit longer after that, but I am definitely not vegan now. Let's see what's up with the tarot. Alrighty. Ooh. Okay, the tower in reverse. Yeah, no doubt we've been going through a months long tower moment, right? Lots of things collapsing, lots of relationships collapsing, lots of people leaving the earth. Um, And so we've gone through a lot of things breaking down and coming apart. And I'm not saying that that's not going to continue, but the tower in reverse, which is Hugh from Iborg, is a reminder that things are now coming together. But I'm going to say this, they're going to come together, but let's go back to basic law of attraction. Okay. If you want those things to come together, do not count. Don't just sit there and think, oh, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and don't do shit about it. Because this is where people get stupid, is they think, oh, it's going to happen, but they're not willing to do the things to make it happen. The universe responds when you take action. So if you are not taking action and you're just expecting shit to unfold, guess what? Nope, won't happen, right? Ask any entrepreneur, right? Ask any writer. Or any writer, any runner, any whatever. There's no easy way to write a book except write a book. There's no easy way to practice running except running. So it's coming together. You've got the energy right for it, but the question to ask yourself is what direction are you going to take? Um, we also got the page of batlets in reverse. Oh, Alexander. Page of batlets in reverse, page of swords in reverse, page of air in reverse. So I feel like there's nothing more you need to explore and learn. You already have the skills, the talent, the drive, the ambition, the idea to make the thing happen. You just need to buckle down and do the work, whatever that is. You need to be the one to do it. Yeah, so things are coming together. We've had our tower moments. Things are coming together. Stop trying to take another class. Stop trying to take another, project on. You've got already what you need. You've got the ambition, the drive. You can do this. You just got to do it. And part of that is connecting with the earth for the inspiration and the openness to be with the earth and be with the planet and be with yourself enough to do the damn thing. Otter and the cattail piece. Didn't we just get this one? Okay, well, the deck's been shuffled, so guess somebody out there really needs to find some peace of mind. And the only way you're going to find peace is when you bring in the peace yourself. No one's coming to save you. Could have gotten the chariot in reverse right now. Like, no one's coming to save you. You got to do all this work yourself. Now, there will be support along the way, no doubt, but the actual inner discipline, inner drive, inner strength to do the thing has to come from you to find your peace. And some of us know what we need for our peace, and it's just not happening yet. So our peace is becoming impatient. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Be gentle with yourself, but also keep going, keep going. Really use this energy this week to get stuff done. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.